Hey guys, my name is Cameron Brown, and I'm a cuber on YouTube. Some of you may know me as camcuber on YouTube. I have currently about 950 subscribers, and I'm going for partnership. I had a lot of good video ideas, but I think that they'd be better suited on my channel, and I want all the viewers out there to get to know about me, so I could hopefully get a partnership, so I could post longer length videos. Because I have some good tutorials out there, but I think that they're like 12 or 13 minutes long is the problem. Since I didn't know what to make a video about, I figured I'd borrow Felix's idea and just tell you guys about myself, how I started cubing, and what I've done with cubing, and how it's changed my life. I started to cube in the end of 6th grade, which was almost 3 years ago. The problem is, when I was in 6th grade cubing, there was three others, and one of them was my friend, and the other two were just kids I soon got to know. Now, the method I was using was where you would build the first layer, then the second layer, and then you would have to flip the corners up, permute them, and then flip the edges, then permute those. So it was a very long method. It would take me usually 2.5 minutes, 1.5 if I was lucky. And my friend was also using that method, so that's two of us are using the slow method. But the other two kids were using Tyson Mao's method, which is probably the most widely taught beginner's method in the world. This method consists of building one layer, building the second layer, and then you have to build a cross on the top layer, then you have to do an OLL, 2-look OLL, and then 2-look PLL, and that solves the cube. And the other two kids were able to solve the cube in some 1-minute times, which were incredibly fast compared to how I was solving it. So I eventually persuaded Ben Hess, who would eventually become one of my best friends. I persuaded him to teach me how to solve this new method. So there was kind of like a rivalry, I guess you can call it, against like us two groups for a while. We were always trying to be faster than each other. But once I learned that new method, that just basically propelled me, just got me basically to where I am now. I have a lot to thank, because my dad was the one that actually first taught me how to solve the cube. I used the cheese and crackers, or something, or like cheese and poker, something like that, to learn how to solve it, and he taught me how to do that. So I've a lot to thank. So a lot of thanks to my dad. Without him, I probably would have maybe given up. Alright, so it's the end of the school year, and I've been using the Tyson Mao method for about a week, maybe 2 weeks, and I'm already getting faster times. I have all the algorithms memorized, and now there's a close rivalry between us two groups. My teammate actually never learned that new method, so he was falling behind, but it was me and my friend Ben and this other boy named Jacob, and we were all in like the 40-50 second range. So before the school year ended, Ben and I became friends, and he came to my house originally to play with my Ishin set, and after that I guess he just kept coming over. About 3 months later, I secretly ordered a DIY cube. I mean secretly, as in I ordered it from Rubik's.com and didn't tell Ben about it because I wanted it to be a surprise. Now, I didn't know that Ben had secretly ordered one from edslingshop.com. They're now closed, but he ordered a Type B cube, and he had his come in the mail. And coincidentally enough, our cubes both came in at the same time, and he came over to my house, and I went up to his door to pick him up, and he was like, "Oh, I got some things in the mail." I'm like, "Oh, really? I did too." And then we're like, "Oh, look what I got." And then we both showed it, and we're like, "Wow." And then we just built the cubes and stickered them, and that was just a good day. That day, I started to average in the 30-second range, still using the Tyson Mao method, which is pretty acceptable considering the circumstance of the method. And Ben he was trailing a little bit behind me, but only by about 2 or 3 seconds, and could still beat me quite often. Basically, I reached the sub 30 boundary with the Tyson Mao method, and I was still using my Rubik's.com DIY. But then Ben made a huge discovery that changed my whole cubing career forever, he found out about the Jessica Friedrich method. And it took him like a few months to actually tell me about it, because we would keep our algorithms a secret then because we wanted to be faster than each other. But once he eventually told me about it, it was a long task, but I did eventually learn the method, and I did reach the sub 20 boundary. Now, I did beat Ben to the sub 20 boundary, and he was stuck in the 24-second range for a long time, along with me. But once I finally pulled into like the 18 or 19 averages, then that's when I started to leave him behind, and that's when I really started to pull ahead. Now I was stuck in the 18 or 19 second range for a long time, like about 2 or 3 months, and I had been using the beginner's method for like a year and a half, so that also affected my style. It was hard for me to get used to the Friedrich method, and I was just horrible. I thought that I was going to quit cubing because I couldn't even get any faster than 19 or 18 seconds, and it was just really discouraging. Ben had kind of stopped because I had beat him to the sub 20 boundary. He couldn't get there, so we both kind of stopped for about 4 months. Later, I decided to pick up a cube again, and my first solves were in the 17s, and I was like, wow, I got faster. So that kept me going, and then I eventually persuaded Ben to start again. So then we just kept on practicing, and now I currently average 12 to 13, and Ben averages in the 16s, which is really good. So in that timeline, I did get different cubes. Like I started using a Type A DIY kit white, and eventually Cube for You Type A, and just stuff like that, but nothing like fancy, just Type A cubes. And I just got to where I am now. So about 4 or 5 months ago, I started my own online cubing store, and at first it was a lot of work, and it still is, but like getting my initial inventory in, which is just tie-on cubes, and seeing how well those sold was kind of a hard task. And I own speedcubeshop.com, and I hope that my inventory will grow as months to come, assuming that people still buy from me, because each one of your sales helps, and I just hope that I can expand it soon. And now I'll talk about my store and the procedures. Shipping in the US is free for 1 cube. Now, for every cube you add on, there is $1 shipping added. So if you get 2 cubes, shipping is $1. And the shipping I have is 3 to 5 days after it's shipped. Once your cube is shipped, you should receive an email from PayPal saying your order has been shipped. People say I have good customer service. I try very hard. I always package up orders on time, but since I don't have a car, it can be tedious getting to the post office. But I do try to ship either the next day, the same day, or 1 day after. A lot of people ask to be testers, and I don't need any more, because since I am a speed cuber myself, I think I can know whether cubes are speed cubable or not, and if they would make a good speed cube, and stuff like that. If you look at the testimonials section of my website, you will see that I have good reviews and that people seem to be happy with their service. Also, I have a forum set up so that people can talk about products or anything they really want. So I think it's a pretty good community that I'm starting to build up, and I hope that anyone can join it. Membership is obviously free, and if you want to join, you can just go to my website, and on the right, under the members area, you will see a like create account or something like that. And if you guys aren't members, I encourage everyone to become a member, because I think it's a good community, and I might start a newsletter starting about updates, but that may be in the near future. I am hoping to do a promotion for my store to get like a contest or something, but I need contest ideas. So if anyone has any contest ideas, please send me a message. Please send a message to me. My username is camcuber. I'll have a little link thing over here. Not a link, but I'll show the URL. And don't send your ideas to the 5 Awesome Cubers channel, because I don't want them to have to deal with it or anything. Now, the prize can be anywhere from a 2x2 to a Tyon Cube Type A5, or excuse me, Alpha V, and anything like that. So basically any product on my website is something good, but if I am going to give away something for free, I do want there to be a good cause for it. Now this promotion may be on my website as well as my YouTube channel. So I know that on my YouTube channel, if you're going to want to compete, if you want, subscribe to my channel so you could know about updates or just check back, but my website should say something about it if I get any good ideas. I'm also on the search for a good banner, one for my website at the top. If you go to my website right now, you'll see I have a little banner up there, and one for my YouTube channel, assuming that I get partnership within the year. So if anyone is good with banners and something, please contact me, and it'd be great if I could see what you guys can do. I always get questions, how long have I been cubing for? I've been cubing for almost 3 years. I've been using the Jessica Friedrich method for about 1.5 years, maybe 2 years, and which DIY cube do I use, or which cube do I use? That's also a huge question. I'm currently using the Alpha V because I think it's a great cube along with the F2. I swap off between those cubes. I also am a huge fan of the Tyon cube. I love that cube, but it's just mine broke, so I can't really use it. So yeah, I thank you guys for watching this video, and I hope I didn't bore any of you. I hope that this showed you more about how I started cubing, more about my shop, and just stuff like that. So once again, if you're interested in the promotion and banner contest, you can contact me on my YouTube channel, and please check out my website. I'll have a link in the description. I think that's it.